everyone, and welcome back to Diamond Paintings with me, your host Mike. We're going to be doing a little bit more of Cody here today. I'm just going to slightly move that slightly. It's a new tripod because this one is absolutely knackered. As you can see, I've had to use my tool. The nuts fell out, so I've had to use this to try and hold the nut in. All of this up here is a bit broke, and this thing here is bent, so I will miss this one because this is a larger arm, but it is what it is. But yeah, I thought we'd crack on and get more of this lovely painting moving, like so. So let's get some. What I'm going to do is get a little bit of washi, get some washi tape just to hold this cellophane back. But yeah, got quite a lot to cover today because I've got a whipping chat later that's live. So I'm going to use my wobbly today, which is this one. It's got a bit of a light pen on it in case we need it. So yeah, and just going to use my wobbly. Just tighten that up a little bit for some reason. I call it wobbly because look, it's so wobbly. But yeah, so yeah, let's just finding my bearings. C, I need C. Where's my C? 7, 4, 1, A, D, B. Oh man, where's my C gone? This C colour is really haunting me. Have you noticed? I'm just going to see if it's on my microwave. Just bear with me. There we go, it was on top of the microwave. So, yeah, let's get moving, shall we? So, I can't do a multi-placer today, but, yeah, we'll get started. So, and try and get as much done as possible, really. So, it gives me a bit of time to work on this, because I'm not going to do my diamond painting until later because I've got to do a whip and chat on it, so and it's live as well, so might as well just get on with a bit of this first. Get this done, but yeah, it's been a busy day today, and just gonna put some more wax. I put wax on this already, but yeah, last night I was doing the 2-hour stream to show awareness, because I've recently resigned from the job that I'm in. I had nothing but problems with my wages, and basically they kept underpaying me, and yeah, I'm absolutely really fed up. So hang on a minute. So I got my wage slip today, and as you can see, this is what they're like. So I don't shop with them, I don't work with them anymore. Salary, I got £82 this month because obviously I've resigned, I won't get my full pay. I had holiday pay, they've took that away from me. Holiday pay, £8 or something like that. £57 worth of holiday pay took back because they claim that apparently I've had more holiday than I should have, which is a load of rubbish, and I've took it to the court again, so back to square one again. And then over here, so it looks like they only paid me £25, which has been eaten up on this council tax deduction because they pay my council tax for me, so out of my pay. So look at that, 56p. What an insult. So yeah, last night I was doing a video because people need to know what this company is about. People need to know what they do to people. So I was doing that, and the employer came on the chat, and they were saying, oh, it's slander and all this rubbish, and I'm thinking, yeah, whatever. So yeah, and I basically showed them the circumstances, and they said, oh, it's self-pity. Now that's not very professional you know, in the chat, so I can use that as a, you know, proof of discrimination. But I've had, you know, there comes a point where enough is enough, and I thought, you know what, this is not worth the hassle. I shouldn't have to worry each month, you know, am I going to get my wages? Am I going to get it mucked up again? And if you look on the Trustpilot, the company is called Leopard. Okay, so as you can see, it's called Leopard. And if you look on Trustpilot, the amount of negative reviews about it, and there's another person on there that has said that he had problems with it, and he was a chef manager. So yeah, I've never known anything like it. So that really done it for me, and I resigned on I knew that my pay would be mucked up again this month, so I resigned on the 11th of November, and I just thought, you know what, I've had enough of this, you know, enough is enough now. So I've approached the council. I'm not sure whether they'll do it, but I've said, look, I've resigned from the job. Is there any way that you can refund me the £25 just for this month to help me out a bit? And obviously it's money. What I have is an attachment to earnings. So the court, they get a liability order and they pay the court, the council tax for me. So it's basically took out my pay before I get paid, if you get me. But it takes care of itself like that because I forget to pay it. And as we all know, with council tax, we don't get an option. We have to pay it. And I've just said, look, is there any way that we can, you know, reverse that just for this month? And if they say no, then I'll put a complaint in and I'll say, look, you know, this has took £25, which was the amount paid to me for this month, and I have bills to pay. So if they say no, then, you know, I'll just try and argue it. But I think £25 is a little bit steep, if you ask me. But yeah, I just think that was taking the piss. I'm basically working for free because what they're doing is they're paying me holiday and then they're taking it back again. So yeah, that's what it seems like to me. So back to square one. We've got to now take it back to the court, because this is now the second time they've mucked up my money. If I didn't have holiday pay, if I used more holiday, the system would, because on My View, we've got a thing called My View, and if I did more holiday, it would decline it. It would say you don't have this entitlement, you know. So I think they've made a mistake, and they're very well known for, you know, saving money. They hate paying for things. You know, we have to do double. If someone don't turn up, I've got to do a double shift and don't get paid any more for it. That's not right. So I resigned. That really done it for me. But I have got a new job now, so hopefully, you know, after 7 years of putting up with this crap from them, I should have a much more better payment and not have to worry that it's going to be mucked up. You know, 1 or twice is fine, but not every bloody month. You know, if you can't count, it's almost like they can't count. So, and I emailed them and I said, look, I've not took any more holiday. Here's the proof. Not a reply. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So if they think they're getting away with that, they've got another thing coming, because I've took it to the court now. I've had enough, you know, and right on top of Christmas as well. So I'm just lucky in the fact that I've done all my Christmas stuff now. So yeah, so that was took up like 2 hours of my time last night. So yeah, and then after that, obviously, I'm a celebrity. I did do a snappy shopper haul because I asked my mum for some help because of this wage problem. She put some money in my account for me because she keeps my card for emergency purposes. So she put some money in my account for me, and yeah, that sort of sorted dinner out. And then yeah, so I do have family that can help me if I need to, but it's ridiculous. But anyway, so yeah, so then I watched I'm a Celebrity and Chris went out, so he's left now. So it's getting closer and closer to the final, and I can't believe how quick it's gone. It is really, really shot by. And with me, it's a show you never really want to end, but we we do get to look forward to big weather. So, yeah, that's pretty good. But I've also been, the last couple of days, I've been working on my Christmas painting, which is the snowman with the white door. By the way, if you haven't checked out my Facebook group, if you haven't checked out my Facebook page, it's Diamond Paintings with Mike, and I do post regular updates on there. Every time I do a bit of the painting, I put a picture up. So if you head over there, you will see the pictures. So yeah, and then after this I've got to shoot up to town because I need to get some things. Royal Mail have been really naughty. I'm still going to check it, but they sent me a parcel slip, and this guy was very impatient and didn't want to wait. So I got this parcel slip, and then yesterday I got a piece of mail with a sign for label on it. Well, I didn't sign for it, and he put it through the letterbox. So I don't know if that's in reference to that package, because it's not got it says it's tracked. So I don't know. I really don't. So I'm going to go there either way, and then I'll pop in Poundland, get a few biscuits and stuff. I need to get some medication because my teeth is playing up again, and I'm getting a bit of tooth pain. It's almost like I can't enjoy anything. I'm always like in chronic pain. So I want to get some paracetamol and ibuprofen. So yeah, and then I'm thinking, I don't know what to do, because you've got the depot this end of town and then Poundland's up the other end of town. So I don't know whether to do the furthest one away, which would be Poundland first, and then work backwards and do a circle, or go to the depot first, because if there's a package, I'm going to need room in my bag. Yeah, I'll probably go Poundland and then circle it. Yeah, do it like that. Yeah. But yeah, it's, I think this is the first day we've not had rain, which is nice. So, yeah, it's looking lovely, isn't it? And don't forget, guys, get that Gemflow app. It's really, really good. So I've got a new tripod. Apologies about the flatulence there. I will be getting, I need to get a seat now, because I have to either stand up, I'm standing up now, or I kneel on the floor to do this. So yeah, so really this session here is just not colour blocking, but you know, filling in the colours. It's going to be a fun week next week, because obviously my parents are very old fashioned. So when it comes to Christmas decorations, they do this, you know, this 12 days before and the 12 days after thing. Just going to move that down a bit. So they're very sort of old fashioned. They put the tree up 12 days before and then take it down 12 days after. Whereas I'm not like that, because, you know, it's Christmas. You only get it once a year, so you need to make good use out of the decorations. So I put mine on December the 1st. Put them all up, so that'd be nice. But this will probably be the last year. Every year so far I've said I wanted to get a bigger tree, because mine's like I would say like from the floor to sort of the height of a small table maybe. So I've always said like I want to get a new tree, but never really got round to it. And it's interesting, isn't it? Like each year we find something different for decorations. So, but yeah, I definitely want to. This will probably be the last year for that tiny tree. Or I may, you know, get one for the front room and then just use the mini one for in here, maybe. I'm not sure yet. But I'm going to have to bring the drawers in and pull it in in the front room so that it's got something to stand on. I normally put it in front of the window, but yeah, I'll put it on the drawers this time. Do apologise. It is an involuntary movement, I'm afraid, so I can't control flatulence. Someone left me a comment once and it said, that is so disgusting. And I'm like, but I can't exactly help it. You know, it's an involuntary movement. My brain just tells me to do it, you know. I can't control that. Because some movements your brain controls, some movements you just can't. You can hold stuff back. Like, say like you need to go for a wee-wee. You can hold it for, you know, a bit of time, but then eventually your bladder needs to desperately go. So with gas, obviously it's basically trapped air that is forcing its way throughout the digestive system. So yeah, you can't really you can't hold it back, you know. So yeah, man. But bloody hell, the World Cup's on, isn't it? So EastEnders has been moved to BBC Two because it's facing disruption. Yeah, it's of this poxy football. I think football should be banned. I'm sorry, but it's ridiculous. So I hope that we can finish this by, I'd say the first week in December, maybe. What was that, a C? It was a C. So what we'll do is we'll move this one right the way up. It's going ice skating. That's another thing I'd like to try. I'd like to try ice skating. I've watched my mum and sister do it, but apparently when you fall on the floor, you have to put your hand like this and go like that, because if a skater comes along, they could slice it off. So, yeah. I think the reason why my tripod broke was because I move it all the time. Like 1 minute it's I film in the kitchen, then I'm filming here, and I just thought, you know what, this is not designed to keep being moved. So yeah, I thought, you know what, I'll just do this. Because eventually my TV, I have to keep, as I said, I have to keep, when I film here, this is where my TV sits, you see. So every time I film, I have to take the TV off and then take the tripod out, the holder thing. I leave the clamp on, but I just take it out, the arm out of the pole. And eventually I do want the TV put on the wall. But I'm not really an expert in putting TVs on the wall. My brother one does. But you know them plasterboard walls? They're not like a real wall with brick. It's like plasterboard or something. You can actually put TVs on there, but it has to have a special bracket. And I'm like, the heaviness of that, I'm surprised it doesn't, fall out of the wall. But apparently it's an expanding bracket or something, so. But he actually made a channel in the wall to put the wire of the TV running through it and then plaster it over, so that you didn't see this horrible black wire on it. I mean, you can get chunk pipage as well. But yeah, Donald Trump's been reinstated on Twitter, isn't he? So, but apparently I think they said that he doesn't want to return to it. He says he has no reason to return to it. So, yeah, because Elon Musk has bought it, hasn't he? He's now the new owner. But the deal fell through, and then they were like, that something came up and he didn't want it, and then he changed his mind. This is gorgeous. I'm really liking this sort of marmalade trinkle. I like the way it's trinkling through his head here. It's really lovely. So what I like to do with my paintings is I like to work with a selection of pens. So I'll always change the pen and give each one a go. But apart from that, today is just purely filming As I said, I've got to go town, got to sort out what this mystery package is, and then yeah, just basically filming, get all that done. I'm normally done by about 4 o'clock, and then it's sort of like when it gets to when the light goes down, I'm like, right, that's it, chill time, you know, movie time. So yeah, but I got up nice and early today, 5 o'clock. So yeah, because I knew I had quite a lot to do. I had to sort this court case out with this employer, so I knew I had to get that sorted, and it just gives me a bit of time to do catching up that I need to get on with, because yesterday I lost so much travel time because obviously I was travelling back, and oh my god, yeah, I went in the station and gee whiz, there was like probably 9 ticket inspectors just standing on the platform checking your tickets, you know. But there is talk, apparently they're supposed to be putting ticket barriers in at Whittam, because the other side where the car park is, they're now saying that they want to turn that into like ticket barriers and obviously shops and that. And so they should. I think it'll be, you know, good. We spend enough on the train as it is, so yeah, it gives an improvement. And a few years back they did an extension because they put another like bridge in so that you could get down into the car park. Before you couldn't get off that side, it was basically sealed up. So yeah, and to get to the car park you would have to get off at the other entrance and walk all the way around the back to get to it. So then there was talk about reopening up the Braintree line because they wanted to run it back up to Stansted, but it would cost too much. I don't know why they closed it. And there is a locomotive near Braintree. It's in a place called Rain. So if you go to Rain Station, there's a locomotive that you can sit on, but it's like one of them ones where it's been, you know, like these double-decker buses that have been, they basically turn them into like cafes or stuff like that, but on a bus. I've seen camper vans in the shape of a bus. Like the bus has literally been changed to a camper van. But yeah, that's an ambition I want to do. And I knew about that because one of my YouTubers who's local to me, he does a lot of train spotting. So he's always at different stations filming trains, and he's done Braintree, he's done Chelmsford, but he's mainly local. And then there's another guy called Jeff that I watch, and he did he does a lot of videos in London about the Elizabeth line and stuff like that, because it used to be called Crossrail and then they changed it to Elizabeth line. And basically he did a series called The Least Used Stations in Essex, and one of them was obviously White Notley, because that's not manned, it's not got a ticket office, it's just got a vending machine. And yeah, so that was quite interesting. But yeah. But yeah, I want to get up. I don't know about you guys, but I get fed up with keep going to the same supermarket. So, I mean, I could go up Chalice Lane to the Co-op, but I don't fancy walking up that massive hill. There is a shorter version, but one of my YouTubers who used to watch my other channel showed me how to get there, but I can't remember how you get there. But yeah, going up it is quite steep, and then coming down, it's like on a bike, it's lovely because you just go wee, you know, and glide down. So, yes. Don't forget, there's now another crisis. When isn't there? In the UK, we now have we now have a shortage of eggs. So we've got shortage of crackers. There's a shortage of twirls because they're putting the big ones in, so that you get the same amount of chocolate in the Heroes tubs. And because there's avian bird flu, there's now a shortage of chickens. Not chickens. Oh my god. Birds' eggs. So no eggs. Oh my god, what is going on? So yeah. So it doesn't look like we're going to get eggs, and they're saying that apparently if one bird has got the flu, the whole flock have to be slaughtered. So that's something I don't want to hear about. So could you imagine if there was like 80 birds, the whole lot will be took down. So yeah. Might have to wash these trays, they keep getting stuck. Then I was lying in my bed and my phone went off because I'm a light sleeper, so I can hear any sound movement. And some people are heavy sleepers and they don't hear nothing. But my phone went off and it was one of my friends in Australia. So I was responding to that email, and then she basically messaged me right at the brilliant time, because I needed to get up, so she done me a favour there. But yeah. Now we may be having a collaboration happening soon. Obviously I'm still in discussions at the moment, so I'm not promising anything, but we may have another company collaborating with us soon. So hopefully, fingers crossed. They're from America, and it's diamond painting related. I'm not going to say the company yet because obviously I don't want to mislead you and say like we're doing a collaboration and we're not, you know. So it's basically at the moment there's just discussions happening at the moment. But yeah, I think we should get some news. And today, there's been obviously a lot of Black Friday deals, and I have been offered a deal, and I thought, yeah, I'll do it. Obviously, you get the first pack for £2, and yeah, I'm bringing back something to my other channel, World of Mike, that I used to do a very long time ago. So yeah, that should be with us because they come from California. There's a clue. So it should be with us in 14 days. And that, I believe, don't get delivered by Raw Mail, so we're okay. That gets delivered by a company called Every, the worst courier in England. So Australia Post is not far behind. The amount of people that lose their packages. How can you lose a package? So, yeah. So yeah, after this I'll put the rubbish out, the recycling and the general rubbish, and then go up to Poundland, get the stuff that I need. Actually, they do a really good off in there. You can get like 3 packs of medication for like £1. It's really, really good. Because they're doing, there's a new brand with ibuprofen called Flamingo, and they're pink. I've never seen a pink pill before. So yeah, I couldn't believe it, because ibuprofen is normally white, so hopefully they've got them again. But yeah, so that's good. I've got a feeling they're going to go, this item's already been delivered, and I'll be like, well, where is it then, because you've sent me a parcel slip. They're terrible. It's like the other day I booked in a recollection, they didn't do it, and I emailed them, Oh, we're sorry, I see the item's been delivered now. No, hello. You delayed it. You can't just get away with saying sorry. Compensation, thank you. You know, you have fouled. So that's compensation to me. Thank you very much. So I'll be rejecting that. Because when a company fouls, they have to, one, give you a letter of apology, and it's down to you if you accept that. If you don't accept that, you can then ask... You can then ask for... whatchamacallit, a financial reward. I really hope they go bust, if I'm honest with you, because the amount of strikes they're doing, people need their stuff. They don't care about that, and it's all the managers doing it. That's what it is. It's not the workers. The managers won't agree to the rate that they want. So yeah. Okay guys, so I'm going to finish off this line here, and then that'll be it for this session. Done quite a lot here. It's always nice when you get this. My favourite colour in this is this lovely yellow sort of marmalade colour. Come on. It's supposed to be at the shop for 9, but so I wanted to get in there while it was not busy, but yeah. I think one's on time over here for some reason. But for lunch, I'm having shepherd's pie. Like a little microwavable one, you know. But yeah, that'd be nice. And then pizza in the evening. So, because I generally eat pizza every day. But yeah, that's my knee gone. But anyway, that's what we're doing. That's what it's looking like. Really lovely. So please remember to like, share, subscribe. What you can do is, obviously, if you find that this keeps flipping back, just stick some washi tape behind it and stick it down. It will work a treat, but it's really coming along quite nice. We should be introducing this colour here, which is this eyeshadow, this gorgeous blue, which is going to surround the eye. But yeah, we should be moving on to that in the next session of Cody. The next session will be up next Monday. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell if you want to be notified of all the videos I do. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.